Hey guys, this is just a Chatty vlog update in a way. So I apologize, but this is like an update on, it's gonna be a ramble. I'll even title it Rambly Vlog or Update. Cause this might be a little bit of a longer update, it may not, right? But, and you've probably, you may have noticed either days missing of uploads or not any for a while. I have made sure I had as many as I could. There may be days missing and I apologize. But it's pretty much an update with life and everything too. Now, one little thing I'm going to mention before I go right into it, and this is not the reason that I haven't been doing as much. Trust me, it is all me. But I have a family member who is not well. We don't know how much longer this family member is going to be with us. So, that has been going on. I have been taking time just for myself to just enjoy playing games. I started by playing Pokemon Blue. I've beaten that. I haven't caught all the Pokemon, but I'm going to catch some more anyway. I've also completed Pokemon Heart Gold. Yes, I know, it doesn't get worse. It gets worse. Then I started playing Pokemon Platinum, which I am only on 5 badges, so I'm still playing that. I played a little bit of Pokemon Conquest. I've gotten so far with that. I played just an ounce of Pokemon trading card game, but haven't gotten far into that. And now, I'm right into playing Harvest Moon DS. Well, any consolation, one of the games I'm playing is not Pokemon. I know, I just go through these kicks and phases, right? And, N-Man64 said to me that sometimes you just have to take time and enjoy the game, right? And that's what I have been doing. I've also been doing more chores lately to help my aunt and get some money. I could save up for games, because lately I've been limited to 1 game a month unless I save a certain amount. And then if I choose, if there's a special game I want, that I can get that extra one. But besides that, I've been busy with those games and doing chores, and after I've been done of them, I'd be so tired I don't think of anything else. Because the thing with me, guys, is that, and when I say tired, I don't mean, oh, I physically worked out. No. I just mentally get tired easily. Or emotionally. I don't know whether it's mentally or emotionally. Maybe a bit of both. So I can only do so many things and focus on so many things at a time. And trust me, there's been days that I've got there, I've did some videos, going through them, working on some projects here and there. But it has been in my forefront for a week or two. Now, there probably still are videos coming. And there still is. I'm getting right back on it. This is not going to be edited. This is just going to be a random video that I'm talking to you guys with. I'm going to upload it from my iPhone. So that'll be easier too. And as I said, I am okay. I'm not dead. And I also apologize for those who I usually watch videos of that I haven't been on for a while. Same thing with that. I often watch videos on my Xbox 360 now. And I may see some of your videos, but I'm not able to comment with that. So I watch your videos, as I may not just be able to be active on it that way. So I apologize to you guys. What else? As I said though, I'm not dead, I'm not dying, I'm here. And I know some of you guys are probably going to say, "Oh, she's still here? She hasn't quit?" I have a sense of humor, I know. But as I said, trust me, guys, this isn't too much for me. If this was, as I said, I'm doing this channel for myself. And if there ever is a day that I just can't do it anymore, or I'd rather do something else, and you know what, you guys would know, and I would do it. and this has not happened. I mean, if I figured YouTube was bad for me, then it wouldn't happen anymore, right? But at the same time, I need to do more with my life besides just that. I mean, even if it's video games, I need to take time to actually fully enjoy video games. Like, I found in the last 2 weeks, my patience for them have grown. Like, there was a time where I would always need codes for these games, for the Pokemon games. Now, in Pokemon Blue, I spent all that time in the grass, one patch of grass. Some of the areas I've spent almost 2 hours in. And I wouldn't have been able to do that even 2-3 weeks ago. Like, I just grown since then. Maybe even a month. I don't know. Like right now, I'm still a little frustrated, but I played Harvest Moon DS, guys. That game was, remember, I think I did a random rant on the Harvest Moon series, that game in particular. And I've gotten a lot more patient with it. Now, if there was something that I did not understand, that I wasn't able to look up, then I'd be frustrated. Like, the one thing I don't know if I should ever redo that Harvest Moon one, but one thing I'm going to say right now is, why is it so slow for the branches in the stones to respawn? I mean, you need that material for building buildings, yet if you knock out almost all the rocks or boulders, whatever, they're not there for days and days. I mean, I'm serious. So, is it encouraging you to leave one or two there? Then they'll respawn magically? Like, I have no idea. Like, the money actually isn't big of a problem. Like, I do use the save load cheat, or trick, for some things. But that helps, right? Like, when I'm in the mines, for example. It saves stamina, and it saves, well, it doesn't really save time. It makes it longer, because you have to load and save and go all the way through it still. But it saves stamina. That's the biggest thing. Like, stamina in the game, too, is a tricky thing. I have to know what items restore what stamina, like, to work. In other words, my mind needs to be structured to play it properly. If I'm just going randomly at it, it's not fun. Like, at all. I mean, I think I've almost found 30 sprites to the harvest. And that was, like, some of the sprites I found that I never would have found before playing it. Because I was doing a lot of, like, I have 3 or 4 of my tools, or no, 3 of my tools to gold level, and 2 to Misto level. I did mining, and I mined for those ores. Like, yeah. Yeah, this is Jazz here. The one who has the patience of a... What is a good example? Like, will they say... Well, whatever example you have, insert here. That's really bad patience. Anyway, do that. Like, I think even though I haven't been focusing right on my channel, I have grown in a way. But still, I am working on some projects. I still am going to use codes. Because you guys expect videos in a certain format, like in a certain way. And the thing is, though, I'm able to enjoy them without them. I'm just kind of... And I will do some things fairly, too, in games. But, like, to do a Let's Play, right, especially if it's already going on, it has to be done in a certain amount of time. And trust me, I do. When I edit and everything, I take my time. I'm careful with it. But to get through the actual game, it takes a little bit of time. So, that's where I cut corners. But at least I know now I can play them. And, like, maybe once I learn exactly the ins and outs of a game without codes, then maybe I'll play a game. Like, as I said, like, I still do get frustrated with the Harvest Moon one a little bit, but it's not as bad. Will this say that money isn't that hard to get if you do the save state in the mine? and you have enough food for stamina every day. The hardest thing to do, I believe, is to get the materials for buildings and keeping your stamina up. Because literally, me trying to water those crops every day, even with a Mistral watering can. I mean, that isn't the highest level. There still is one more Mystic, I think. But even with the second highest watering can, it takes forever. But I think it takes more energy, because that's what they say. It takes like 7 stamina, I think, when using that. So, that's difficult. But anyway, where else was I going? Now I'm going back more to the channel as a part. Now guys, I'm still planning on doing Let's Plays, but the next Choose LP thing will be a little bit, because you're almost done with Simba's Mighty Adventure, I know, but I might try to make other videos for you guys in the meantime. There may not be a new replacement LP for that right away. I know I have 2 LPs still there, but I'd rather have a third one there. Unless you guys want to do it now, then I can just make 2 new Let's Plays later, or 1 new Let's Play. But I'd rather kind of have 3 to give it a big variety. Like, I'm actually proud of myself for doing that Simba's Mighty Adventure one. It was fun, and I think I only used codes during Zera's battle, so I did that completely fair. And what else? Now guys, you've probably been seeing, Jazz reviews quite a bit too, monthly. I want to try to hold on to that tradition. Like, I'm working on a new Jazz reviews now, and I will announce it because, well, it's going to be there next month, hopefully. Late next month, though. It is Angelica Knows Best from Rugrats. I just thought that episode was just playing in my mind, and I'm like, you know what? I want to have a look at that. Now, this might be later in August, though, because I'm going to be editing it. I did the narration. I got the video. I just gotta break it up and put it where it's supposed to be. That is my least favorite part of doing that. Because remember how I say my mind seems to go 100 miles an hour, and I can't seem to focus very well. It has gotten better. It still isn't great, though. Will this say I have, the attention span of a monkey? Okay, maybe that's insulting monkeys. Like, I can never think of the right example to use. But, just think, again, insert your visual here. Just, as I said, I don't know what causes that. As I say, I know I've been labeled as learning, as, slower, I was slower at learning, or globally delayed, that's it. But I do not know, the only labeled disability I know I have is obsessive-compulsive disorder. Everything else, even as I said, every time I talk about autism, I say I was unofficially diagnosed, which means it's not technically true at this point, but it has sort of been true. Will this say that, I might make a video about that later, actually. That's a topic I'd like to talk about. But, so I'll go on to that later. But will this say that I'm working on the Angelica Knows Best review? I am trying to work on the card openings, getting more of those out. Those are still coming, guys, despite what it might look. The toy openings, yeah, you haven't seen them for a while. I still have plenty of toys, and I am going to get back into them. They might come far in between, unlike the card openings, but you'll still get them. And they'll come back. The for better or for worse vlogs are on and off. I'm going to try to continue as many of them as possible, because I enjoy doing that. I just got to get my mind straight and record videos. What else? The vlogs, that is probably the biggest thing. Guys, lately, there hasn't really been much going on in my life, not that there ever has been, to really record, and the small times I did do something, the other day, I went out and talked to the family member who is not well. I thought that'd be too personal to do. So I didn't bother recording it, because I knew that this was a private time we all wanted to have. This person is, like, what is it? We'll just put it this way. It's one of the relatives that used to visit me from Ontario. And she is, okay, it is a she. She is in Ontario. So it is hard to, like, we had to call her and talk to her. But, I mean, that was too private of a moment to vlog. And anything else, there really wasn't anything else. I did, like, you might see him, there is a vlog coming up maybe in the next few days, because this is from the last few weeks. I have gotten a few bits and pieces from the last 2 weeks, right? And I did get mail. So, that is the only thing of significance that has happened. I got another parcel, but I only wanted to test it out and give it back to my aunt, because it's for Christmas. So, I'm saving that. So yeah, the vlogs are still going to happen, but they will be not as common as these other videos. If something significant happens, I will record it. Like, something significant that isn't private, and I will record it. But, like, as I said, like, it would be, like, there's been people who constantly record, even, like, them just talking, right? And it gets old. Like, I know that. Like, yes, I know, I want to do this for myself. And if anything significant that isn't private happens, I will record it for myself from this point on. If I have the camera again. Or the phone or camera again. But, at this point, I don't want it to get too boring and repetitive for you guys, in a way. Like, with the card openings and the toy openings, it's a little different, because there's something new each time. When I'm talking, like I am now, it will just draw on. And just, like, as I said, like, at the point, this is for myself, I don't really care. But at the same time, like, you could care but not. Like, you could kind of be aware. And I am aware of that. So, as I said, I definitely do want to do vlogs again for you guys. Bring it back. But I will only really record, like, there might be a week without it. Or 2. Because nothing really happened. So, if something significant does happen, it will be caught on the camera. Hopefully. Hopefully, as is the word. Now, as I said, like, I'm trying to think what else is significant. I told you pretty much about what I was planning to do. You've noticed, too, there hasn't been any reviews or countdowns in the longest time. I really have to get back into that, but... Well, I meant reviews as in video game reviews, not the TV show reviews. I am going to get back to that. I have several pre-recorded narration. I just have to get the clips, and I'm going to have to re-listen to what I recorded to see if it still stands. And then I will edit it. Like, I'm thinking the next one I want to work on is a Simba's Mighty Adventure one, because I've done that recently as a Let's Play. So, I might, like, it may not come out anytime soon, but I'm going to hopefully start working on that as another project. Get the clips and get it all together. The countdowns will be a lot slower, because, 1, I have to think of a topics, 2, I have to get, like, any footage that's needed. Like, for me, I try not to take anyone else's footage, unless, like, the only time I will is if it's from, like, a countdown of my top favorite YouTubers, for example, or reviewers. Then I will use that footage. But I will not use it to borrow it. Like, if I was reviewing a game, or countdowning my top whatever games, then I would rather have my own footage for that. Because I don't want to steal it just to be the visual. If it's part of the countdown or review, then okay. But I'd rather use it for a genuinely good reason. So, the countdowns will be far and in between. And as I said, if it's, like, for example, if I was reviewing or talking about my top whatever horror movies or whatever, then I would have to use footage. But anything I would have to use someone else's footage for, I will. But if it's something that it can be controlled by myself, then I will as well. I will do that as well. So I'm trying to think of like, I've had several ideas in my head for countdowns, but then I'm thinking, how will that work? So it will go on and, like, as I said, you'll just have to be patient with me, right? Because, and as I said, maybe you guys will go, hallelujah, not hearing from me for a few days. Like, a lot of people say that. Okay, I guess that's being mean aside. But I will try, like, when it comes to keeping in contact with those other YouTubers, I will try to get back to that at least, right? And work on my videos as it comes. So, I'm sorry that this was random for you guys, but it's something to say, I'm here, I'm alive. Yay! I will see you guys in the next video.